Hello everybody, it's Cam here. Hasn't been any videos for the last couple days. I always try to make videos every single day for you guys because I always want to. It was weird because with the passing of Jonghyun, which was literally the worst possible news to wake up to a couple days ago. I thought I had to literally double take because the thing was I got an update on my phone from a news network, so like it was really weird to see like a news network generally where I get world news from, political news from, update me on this. And I read the words that Jonghyun from SHINee passed away, and I was just like, what? So I opened it up, read it. I was in shock. It just seems surreal. Even now it seems surreal. It seems really weird. It just seems like it's really hard to believe, but obviously it did happen and we have to move forward. And I know there are so many sad and upset people out there. And as I was just saying, I was kind of confused when the day happened. Yeah, well, that was only yesterday when it happened. I was like, okay, like I was upset by it. It is obviously super upsetting news. I was in a weird position yesterday where I was like, okay, I could make videos. Well, I can make a video like this talking about the issue, talking about my thoughts on it, or I could make a video, my normal videos. I thought maybe on a day like this, people who are sad and upset need like videos to distract them, to make them happy. Like if I made my usual videos like I do every day, like I do a funny video, I play a game, something like that. I was like, okay, maybe that'll cheer people up. But I thought about it a little bit, and I think it's an important part of. I know a lot of us, obviously and not every person that was affected by this death was as affected as Jonghyun's close family members, his close friends, even like hardcore SHINee fans. Like not everyone was affected to that level, but I feel like everyone who's in the K-pop community, anybody who's listened to SHINee's music, who knows who he is, everybody was affected in a way that it made them feel really upset, really sad. So I think an important part of grieving someone's death is actually going through that first stage of actually grieving it and feeling sad. So I felt a little weird, especially myself. I wouldn't have been able to make a super happy like a super jazzed up happy video like I usually am. I wouldn't have felt right. I wouldn't have been able to do it like correctly. You would have noticed something would have been off. Like I couldn't make that type of video, and I just felt like, okay, yesterday, like I'll just take a video. I'll take a day off from videos. We should all just, take some time to just grieve the death, feel sad, and then I feel like as time's passed, even by today, people are starting to really celebrate his life, which is what you should do when someone passes. When someone passes away, especially someone as talented, as special, as Jonghyun was. So I think in the next coming days, maybe we'll do some videos about him. We'll listen to his music, things like that. But that's why I didn't make videos for a day. And most of today I kind of took off. I just wasn't. I'm not saying like, oh, feel bad for me, but yesterday it was just a sad day, and I feel like everyone felt that. And today kind of continued through. I was feeling so sad, because of that. But then other things happened too, and I was just feeling so down. But I figured, okay, we need to make this video. I really wanted to make this video. And I think making these videos, even just talking, I know like right now I'm talking to no one. I'm talking in a microphone. I'm talking to a camera. But I know I'm talking to you guys. And it's really helpful to talk to you guys. It's really nice. Nice to have a chat. And I'm sure on the other end, hopefully you guys get some sort of comfort out of sitting here. I know you're not talking back to me, but obviously you can leave a comment, but just having this conversation, you know what I mean? But I was thinking about things to do because mental health is obviously I don't even know, it's become, especially the past, I'd say 3 or 4 years, it's become a huge topic. Before it was very much so, hey, you're sad, get over it, life is tough, get over it. It's not that simple, and especially in a place like South Korea, where the suicide rate is literally the highest out of any country in the world. South Korea, the highest suicide rate, and that is because just the standard of living over there, the way things are, it's like, okay, you gotta get amazing marks or be a K-pop idol, and even then, obviously, as we see from his death, that's not gonna make you happy. Like success doesn't always you can kind of vary what your definition of success is. Is success having a successful job? That's kind of what it is in Korea. Your success is your wealth, your job. It's not so much as your success. I feel like success, for the most part, if you feel successful in life, well, my definition of success is if you are happy, and if you live the way that like makes you happy, and if you live your life and you make others happy. Like I feel like I judge my success rate. I don't judge my success rate first and foremost on this channel from how many views I get, how many subscribers that I get. I kind of judge the success rate on how many people I make happy with my videos, the comments, the people who message me. That kind of thing is kind of how I judge success on the channel, success in my life, because this channel has become a big part of my life. Like if I've made a loved one happy, if I've made one of you guys happy, if I'm happy, that's kind of how I kind of judge success, because I feel like success is always like thought as oh, does he have how good is her job, how good is his job, how much money does she make, like things like that, social standing. Clearly, as we see with Jonghyun and a lot of other people, that sort of monetary success doesn't always translate into happiness. And as I said, in South Korea, highest suicide rate, and it's because they don't, not only is there this like whole like you have to amazing marks, or like you have to be like, you have to be successful, you gotta be successful, you gotta be smart, you gotta make money, like this whole thing in Korea. But no one talks about mental health over there. Literally no one. Like it's you're looked down upon if you say you have mental health problems. People, and even Jonghyun, they said his doctor just said, okay, no, this is all just stuff in your mind, like you're not actually sick, when he went to the doctors and claimed that he did have mental health issues, that he was sad, that he was depressed. I think Korea really has a long way to go, and as super incredibly terrible and sad his death is, maybe the tiny light at the end of the tunnel is that maybe and hopefully, and it better spark a discussion in not only in K-pop but in the whole country of South Korea about mental health and how important it is, because it is super important. And especially with these K-pop idols, we put them on such a pedestal, but we all know they're human beings. They have feelings, and they are definitely affected by the things that they hear, that they read, that, I guess haters, but people who spread hate. Jonghyun felt like he said in his final message, I don't know if any of you wrote it, I'll try to find a link to it, or I'll post it in the description. He said that he didn't feel like he did well enough, and that's like the craziest thing ever, because anyone who's ever seen the type of person that he is and listened to the type of music that he created, everyone would say he did so well. He did so well in his music life. He did so well in his personal life. He was just an amazing human being, and he made amazing music, and he affected so many people's lives. So I think it's important that a lot of us, there's this whole thing in the K-pop community, and I've been subject to it a lot, just because I am a part of the K-pop community, being a YouTube creator, making K-pop covers. I am used to getting hate from people, and the way I kind of deal with hate is probably a lot different than other people. I try to make the most light of it. I try to make the most comedy out of it, because that's kind of what I do with things, even things that make me upset. Things that make me sad, but especially things that are like people are trying to hurt me. I try to create like a comedy out of it, try to create some sort of happy thing out of it, because I don't want it to get me down. I don't want it to affect me. And I've had loads of hate since I started this channel, but not everybody handles it. I know that not everybody handles it like that. Things you say affect people. If you say, hey, like your music sucks, you're a terrible human being, you should kill yourself, things like that, that literally has such an effect on someone. Anyone who's ever said anything negative to Jonghyun, you had a part in his death, and I'm sure those people feel incredibly guilty. But people should just know, because the K-pop community, as much as I love it, there's so many passionate fans, so many great, amazing people that I've met through K-pop. It's just such a dark and twisted and judgmental place. People are so judgy and so just like fan wars. They happen just like that because they just want to say, no, like whoever you like, they suck. So just because like say I like BTS, of course, right? And then someone says, oh, EXO's better. This is like the stereotypical fan war, but and then a lot of like BTS fans or a lot of EXO fans, when someone says the other artist is better, another person, they'll just say, no, like your artist sucks, like they suck, like, so they'll some people will go as far as to leave me comments on these people, on these artists, like Twitter pages, on their Instagrams, on their YouTube videos, and those are the things that affect people. Like they are literally, K-pop idols read things. A lot of K-pop idols have come out and said, we watch reaction videos, we read comments, we see everything that you guys send to us. That means they also read negative things, and that has a huge effect on them. You don't know how people are going to take things. Just because you wouldn't take something as harshly as someone else might, doesn't give you a right to say something negative. You know what I mean? And there's just this whole stigma in the K-pop community that that just needs to stop. Like there's so much hate within the K-pop community, not only spread towards K-pop idols, but like people in the K-pop community, YouTubers like me. I know a lot of different YouTubers, including myself. I've been hated a lot just because they had an opinion that someone disagreed with, or like, for example, like if I make a cover of a song and someone's like, oh, like, you're garbage, why would you ruin such a song? And it's like, oh, I just made the song because that artist inspired me, you know what I mean? There's just so much negativity in the K-pop community, but I have met enough people and seen enough love within the K-pop community that I know that can obviously overshadow the hate. There just needs to be more and more conversation about it, and when you see someone hating on someone or giving someone negativity, you should really stick up for that person, and you should really try to stop that negativity, because we've seen in the worst case scenario, someone could kill themselves, end up killing themselves, and that is not at all what anyone wants. Even I think the people who are hating on someone, I'd like to think that none of them want the person that they're hating on to kill themselves. I'd really like to think that. But yeah, there's just so much negativity, and I would love to stop the negativity in the K-pop community. There's just so much of it. We need to stop it. Now, we've heard a lot of different K-pop idols come out and talk about mental health. G-Dragon's been very open about it. T.O.P's been very open about it. Taeyeon from Girls' Generation, she's been very open about it. A lot of different K-pop idols are talking about it more, and you'll see it a lot also in the Korean hip-hop community. They'll be very open about it, because it's kind of different when you're a K-pop idol. A lot of K-pop idols have been kind of taught and raised with, like, you know, you don't really say anything, you got to act this way. But I feel like now in the K-pop community, and now K-pop idols are getting more of a platform to speak about what's on their mind, no matter what. And we even see it through songs. Like BTS talk a lot about social issues, about mental health issues in their songs, and there's a lot of different groups that are going to start doing that too as well. It's been amazing to see, though, how many people love Jonghyun. Like the entire nation of Korea, and obviously the K-pop community all around the world came together to mourn his death and celebrate his life. And that was as terrible of a thing as it was. It was sort of hopeful in a way. It's hard to find. It's really, really hard to find hope with a situation like this. But it was like the one time I've ever seen the K-pop community come together for one thing. And as I said, and I've already said it, but it'd be so wonderful to see that happen in the future. And obviously, mental health doesn't just affect people in the K-pop community. It affects everyone in the whole world, whether you're an 86-year-old old man or a 15-year-old girl. It anybody can be affected by mental health issues. Nobody is to say, hey, like nobody can say if one thing, like I said, I think I said this earlier, I can't remember, but if one thing affects some person, and you can't be like, oh, why does that shouldn't affect your mental health, that shouldn't make you upset, it wouldn't make me upset, so why is it making you upset? Like, that's completely not okay to say. Like, you cannot judge any sort of, like, you can't judge that type of thing, because you're not in their head. You don't know what they're feeling. You don't know what makes them upset. And a lot of times, people don't really understand mental health. There's still so much to learn about mental health, and it's such a wide, it's a subject that is, even though we're talking about it more and more every day, it's just, there's so much still to figure out. Regarding learning about what makes people tick, what leads people to suicide, like things like that. Why do people become depressed? What can we do to stop that depression? So much has to be learned about it. And I would like to say that if you are ever having some sort of problem in your life, whether if anything happened, or you're feeling super upset, you're feeling sad, and you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to, 100%, you can feel free to message me on Twitter, on Instagram. You comment on one of my videos, I'll probably see it. Tweet at me, mention me on Instagram, like anything, any sort of way that you can contact me. Feel free to contact me, and I'd love to talk about it. 100%. I am open to talking about whatever you want if you ever feel sad. And I hope that every day when I make these videos, they can kind of be an area of happiness for you, whether you had a bad day, or you're not having a good week. Maybe, like, I hope that you can come and watch these videos. That's why I like to make videos every day, because I think of people, like, obviously most people aren't going to have sad days every day, but I have over 70,000 subscribers at this moment, so I figure every day one of those people are not going to have a good day, right? It's bound to happen. Out of the over 70,000 people, one of them are not going to have a good day. So I like to have videos out every day, for even if it's just one person that day is sad, to have a video there where someone can watch it and get happiness from it. That's why I like to make videos every day, and that's why I was like so iffy on not making videos for a day. But yeah, 100%, you 100% feel free to contact me if you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to, or even if you do have someone to talk to, but you're like, hey, I'd rather talk to Cam. 100% feel free to talk to me. And I really want to do something in regards to raising money for mental health, because I think I want to raise money for the Brain and Behavior organization. 100% of the donations go towards research from qualified scientists into mental health. They're the #1 research foundation in mental health in the world. They've granted over 4,500 scientists to research mental health for the past 30 years, and they've raised over $380 million in the past 30 years. And what they do is they just research mental health every day, find different ways to find the cure, help out with people's mental health, and it's a really great organization that I have, because I wanted to get this right. I wanted to have the best organization to raise money for, and I'm just trying to think of the best way to raise money for it. I'm really trying to think of the best way to raise money for it. I think maybe we could do a type of thing where we have live streams and we try to raise as much money each live stream. We could just do a thing where just for like a month, maybe in January, we could just try to raise as much money as possible. I'm going to try to figure out the best way to go about doing it, because I want to raise as much money as possible, because this is obviously a very important issue that I would love to get behind, and I'd love for the K Squad to get behind. I've kind of been everywhere with this video. I don't even know how to name this video. It'll probably be something around mental health. I know I didn't focus just on mental health. I kind of talked about, I kind of did. It was mostly about mental health and how everything affects it and the K-pop community and everything. But I kind of just wanted to talk. I didn't make a video for 2 days. I said a few things on Twitter, but I wanted to make a video, and I wanted to talk about it. And obviously, me ending this video, the end of this video, does not stop the conversation. You can keep talking about it in the comments, and always talk about it. Always talk about mental health. You should never, ever keep it locked inside. Never, ever. That's the worst thing you could do. Whether you talk to a parent, talk to a friend, you can go talk to a doctor, talk to a school counselor, you talk to anybody. It's better than just keeping it in here, because there are people who can help you, and there are people who want to help you. Maybe I'll actually leave different hotlines and websites in the description, and as I said, you can always feel free to message me. I would love to help you out in any way that I can. And yeah, my thoughts go out to Jonghyun's family, his close friends, obviously the members of SHINee, who I read about being so hurt. They had their private funeral for him, and my heart freaking breaks for his friends and family. I can't imagine like a close friend or a family member, or just hearing about that news. I can't imagine it. I can't fathom it. I could hardly wrap my head around the fact that he was dead. It is a ridiculously hard thing to think about. Like having someone that you see every day. It's weird because we didn't see him every day, but you can just go on YouTube and see him. You could still see him. So it's so weird it's weird, and it's crazy to think about, and it's super sad. I can only hope that for his friends and family, that and for you guys too who are affected by it, that just every day it gets a bit better. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it helped a little bit, and tomorrow we will return to having normal videos, and I think I'll be able to just be happy-go-lucky dude, because I am a happy guy. I didn't really talk about my own mental health issues, because I've had sad moments in my life, times in my life where I've been upset for like weeks or months at a time, but it's been nothing too serious. So I've been really lucky with my life. So that's why I don't want to just sit here with a life that I really enjoy and not try to spread as much happiness as possible, because that would be dumb of me and would suck of me. I've been very lucky to have amazing friends, an amazing family who brought me up. I've been insanely lucky to meet Emma and to have her in my life. I've been lucky with so many things. So and I just know that obviously not everybody in the world is as lucky as I am, and that's why I think we should always just do our freaking best. Especially if you're in a position where you can help people, you should definitely help people. And yeah, I don't really know how to end this video. I think the best way to end this video is how we end every video. A super lovely Korean phrase. So when I leave you, please remember this before you go to sleep tonight. It would make me very happy. 도둑이야!
Click clack to the bang bang. I'm a boy of the bang tang. Me and you, we would never bang bang. I'm a boy of the bang tang. Yeah, let me do my thing. You were never really my friend.